You were just a little kid. We left the house. You should see it. It's like someone is still living there. The beds, the furniture, the table, the food in the fridge, everything. You thought it was a game. You were not even 4.
Had I seen snow before then?
Never. You think I'd seen snow before for you to see snow? That year, they had snow like they didn't have in 40, 50 years.
So, Mom, where were you born?
I was born in Baghdad, Iraq.
You're not going to tell me what year?
No. That's none of your business, nor the business of the ones who are going to watch the old movie.
What is your mother tongue?
I speak Jewish Arabic. That's my mother tongue.
So, what's your earliest memory of Baghdad?
I remember things when I was 4 years old. Like when my brother Elias was born, I remember his breath. I remember the dress I was wearing then.
Why the dress?
Because Mama used to, being the only girl, she always made me nice clothes. And they were all given to the best dressmaker to make them for me. So I remember the dress. It was blue, it was taffeta, it had a design in it, and it had a big bow on the belt. It's a pretty nice dress, like you see movies of Shirley Temple at the time. We used to live on the riverside.
Which way are we talking about now?
I'm talking about my family,
Your parents?
my parents.
Not us.
Yeah. You were non-existent at the time. And we had access to a huge veranda which is over the river, which goes past the river. The river is underneath. And That's where we used to spend the evenings because it becomes very hot. The temperature there can get to 55 degrees centigrade in the summer. It was a bit humid then because of the river, you smelled the river, but it was a luxury.
Did you go swimming in the river?
Not me. Papa wouldn't allow me to swim. My brothers went swimming in the river, but he said a girl cannot swim.
Did you want to?
Sure, I wanted to. I wasn't allowed. He was very conservative. It was tough, actually, because I have two brothers older than me and three younger than me. At first, when I was very small, I used to obey them, and they liked it. And then Mama didn't like that, so she told me, don't accept. So we started to fight. The only way to defend myself was to grow my nails and scratch them. And my mom saw that I was fighting back so well. If they hit me one hit, I hit them twice. So she said, "أشعرفت." You're not the type to accept any abuse.
The young people of today know that life for them is going to be different and better, far better than it was for their fathers. Now, new schools and colleges are giving the youth of the country a proper start in life. When you see these young girls in their Western clothes, so assured and confident, you're inclined to forget how surprised their mothers would have been at the idea of training for jobs their daughters take in their stride. Jobs they thought that only men could and should do. And it's natural that with all these modern developments, the women of Iraq are breaking away from their traditional style of dress, unaltered for centuries, to wear the practical, comfortable clothes that are right for this new life. It's a turn of events significant of wider change, of a more liberal attitude to life, of a greater interest in the arts.
Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. I can't remember now. We thought that now.
Do you remember the rest of the words? Or no?
I can't remember now, but I used to know it very well. It's years, I mean, it's over 36 years ago, 38 years ago. I don't remember.
It's funny what things stick in your mind, doesn't it? That's
Yeah,
one
well,
thing.
it sticks in your mind, not in my mind. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end.
We'd sing and dance forever and a day.
Ah, we sing and dance forever and a day. How come you remember it?
I'm surprised you don't, because I remember you singing it so often to me.
Yeah.
How many Jews were in Baghdad at the time, do you know?
There were about 180,000 Jews in Iraq. A minority of them were in the north, and the rest of them were in Baghdad mostly, and some were in Basra. But we started not to be comfortable, let's say, after the 1950s. You try to keep a low profile, like you don't want to show off that you're Jewish.
In 1950, what happened?
Well, you have to go back to 1948, because in 48, Israel was established. And at that time, of course, they were against the Jews. They closed everything. And the majority gave up their nationality and went to Israel.
How many Jews were left at that point in time?
We weren't very many Jews left, probably about 10, 12,000. Papa was leaving anyway. My father was leaving with my mother because Uncle Morris was in Canada already, and they did leave in 1957. They told me, "How are you going to stay alone?" You know, I just got married. I didn't think about it.
But when your social circle keeps shrinking because people keep leaving, it doesn't.
Well, some of them left, but you still have friends. If you have 20 friends and then 2 of them leave, you still have 18. The 18, 2 more leave, you still have 16. So it's not like you don't have anybody anymore. You do have, you still have. I was young. I didn't think about it. I didn't make a big deal out of it.
Explosive news from the Middle East. A military coup and mob revolt in Iraq topples King Faisal from the throne. His uncle, Prince Ila, was killed by street mobs. Meanwhile, the picture in the Middle East appeared to be that Iraq, the keystone of the five-nation Baghdad alliance, had fallen. Its oil riches seemed lost to the west, and the barrier set up to block Nasser's expansion and the spread of Soviet influence has crumbled.
الدكاين كنتي تغني لي من كنتو صغير؟
اي كنت اغني لك من اعيد ايامك بالليل.
واش تغني لي؟
لالاباي بيبي، لو اغني لك ما اذكر ايش كنت اغني لك.
You know, I have very few memories from Iraq myself. Almost nothing. But one thing I do remember very specifically is the skin on top of the glass of milk. After it was boiled and it was cooling down, there would always be a skin.
Yeah. Milk was very fresh, day by day. You know, the milkman brings the cow and milks it right in front of you.
You know, I asked Faryal for a copy of their home movie from their wedding. Do you remember that wedding? Can you tell me?
Of course I remember the wedding. They had the henna in the Mansour Club.
And so it was a relatively calm, peaceful time. You could have fun.
Yes, it was before that was in 1965. And it was very nice. I wore the dress I bought for Wilson's wedding, which was a long satin dress. And they had a band and everything. You see, all this was before the 67 war.
اوكي بس انا ما الشيء اللي ما كان يدخل بعقلي قبل سنتين هذا الاول بوتشر مع فرشكول بعدين هم حيتزوجون ب 65 الحكايات قد تمشي مليح نو بروبلم بعدين 67 غدت صارت رماد الحكايات شلون كنتوا تعيشون بهاي الحكايات كل ساعه قد
كل ساعة يا سنة سنتين when it's calm people forget and live their own lives. Look, to put it just in a few words, if someone, God forbid, if someone dies, they have the Shiva, they are in mourning for about a month, and then they continue with their life. They don't live all their life in mourning. They don't do that. It's the same thing. If someone has a fear of something, there's a revolution, you're afraid. Once it's over, a month, 2 months, 3 months passes, everything is back to normal, and everybody lives their own life. That's human nature.
Do you think you generally have a good memory?
I think
Do you remember things well, is what I mean?
Yes, I think I do have a good memory.
Do you understand why I ask you all these questions?
Maybe you want a memory for yourself of Iraq, no?
For the people of Iraq, the waters of the two great rivers, Tigris and Euphrates, are indeed the waters of life. All through history, this land has drawn its food, its whole existence, from these two waterways. Between the twin rivers, so legend says, was the world's first garden, the Garden of Eden. And here there is still the miracle of the water. With water, man has made the desert green with grain and vegetables, rich with spices and dates for all the world. Ageless Iraq, a new country, but one that hasn't forgotten the glories of its history.
Did you ever question the fact that you were Iraqi?
No, I did not. I was Iraqi, and that was it. I was Iraqi, I was a Jewish Iraqi. الوقت كله قيم شلون سوا أنا عراقية وأنا يهودية. That's how it was. But after 1967, everything collapsed. Everything. People we used to laugh with, sit with, they did not want to show themselves as though they know a Jewish person, as though they were friends with Jewish people. They started to hate us because Israel was winning the war. And the government broadcast on the radio, watch your neighbor if they are Jews. Watch what they are doing. Watch if they are spies. And in fact, if you even had a good neighbor, he was suspecting you were a spy. So you can imagine in what state we were. Scared to death, not moving. A week later, they cut all our phone lines.
Why didn't you try to leave at that point? Why didn't we?
We couldn't. Joe, you should realize one thing. It was forbidden for a Jew living in Baghdad to get out of the circle of Baghdad. Out. No way. So where are we to go? On Thursday, they came ringing the house, 2 police cars. You were all asleep. It was 5:45 in the morning. I knew they were coming to get your father. I knew that. They told me, don't worry, it's only a few questions for 10 minutes and we'll send him back. I started screaming. And you know, I was screaming at the top of my lungs. They said he shipped money to Israel. But you tell me, how do you prove someone is innocent? Every single day I tried. I stood in the burning sun for hours. I had to go find a way to get your father out of prison. While talking, I get emotional, I cry. I didn't care. They told me, why, you are a woman, why do you come? Why don't you send a man? I said, I can't send a man. Who am I to send? Whoever I send, you will put in prison. You don't understand. It was a terrifying moment. I mean, I was scared. You think I'm doing all this? I'm scared to death. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know what's going to happen to your dad. And I don't know what's going to happen to my children. I don't know how to protect my children. Your father was imprisoned 3 times, and he was released on bail. not as innocent. And on bail, they can call him back anytime. They can do anything to him. Can you imagine yourself living in a house? If the doorbell rings, you run to the window from the side and see who it is. Is it someone who has come to take you to prison? Is it a friend or is it a foe? Or are they going to try and blame you of doing something which you did not do? One day, actually, that was the worst part. Your brothers, Charlie and Ralph, went to school. All of a sudden, I hear their voices. It was 9:30 in the morning. I said, "What happened?" They said the school closed and there were Jews who were hanged. We ran down to the TV. We were all crying. We were all crying and frozen to death. There were thousands of them dancing and singing because they hanged those people. One had 2 kids, 2 little kids. I know them very well. Every Jew was scared in Baghdad. I told your father, let's go to the north and find a way. There is no other way. 3 times in prison. I don't know what the next prison will be. Maybe it will be the end. We left the house. You should see it. It's like someone is still living there. The beds, the furniture, the table, the food in the fridge, everything. You thought it was a game. Charlie was older, so he realized we wanted to escape. And I said, "Don't say a word." And he said, "Mom, don't you think you're endangering our lives?" I said, "You know what? I have no choice. If we stay, we are dead. If we leave, maybe we'll survive. I don't know."